y'all. My bad. This story is gonna be about one of our past acquaintances within our group. As you know, at school we got a group called the Freegles. I told y'all about this before, and it consists of girls and boys, so there's no discrimination. And no, before you ask, we're not with any of the girls. That's genuinely like homegirls, okay? At this point, bro, or at this point where we begin is all the way back in August of last year when we first got to this school for the very first time, and the group was formed by me, I'll say me, Chris, Ty, our homie Mia, and our homie Sophie. And this character by the name of this character goes by the name of Kirby, because I don't want to say her real shit, even though if she sees it she'll know who the fuck it is. Spit it out, I'll spit in your mouth, buddy. And you won't do shit about it neither.
You's a bitch.
Now, us five, me, Chris, Sophie, Mia, Ty, we were the OGs of the group before other people started to get added. And Kirby was the roommate of Mia at the time. And let's just say we were kind of forced upon her. Obviously, or not obviously. Let me tell y'all something. Just so y'all know, this is gonna be like a story time of like a course of different scenarios, because there was so much shit that I can't. There's no like specific story that I can tell, because yeah, it just all adds up to why she is no longer affiliated with us, and we had to get her ass gone. So Kirby was Mia's roommate at the time, and as far back as I can remember, I'd say the very first incident with Kirby was on Chris's birthday. Actually, we went to the city of Chicago, very lovely city, for his birthday to celebrate. And you know, we just went around tour. We went to Chinatown. We went to the Bean, obviously. You already know your boy flicked that jump. And yeah, we was having a good time. You know what I'm saying? And RJ at the time was trying to get with this other girl that was in our group. She's no longer in it because she transferred schools. But at the time, he was trying to get with this girl, right? And Kirby loves to be, let's just say, touchy with her other homegirls. And she calls them baby girl, this, and that. She's not actually, you know, gay or anything. She has a boyfriend. But Kirby is just very protective, as in, kind of, she tries to be a motherly figure that nobody wants around. But it's too early for the girls to realize that this is a problem, because obviously, like, that's the girl, and our homegirls are girls, so they're gonna like we were talking about earlier, they're gonna agree with everything that every girl does because they just dick ride and y'all just love that shit. I don't. Nigga down and celebrate. But yeah, so our homegirls are girls, so they didn't really see the problem at first. But in Chicago, RJ was getting cockblocked. That was scenario number one. Scenario number two in Chicago, I got cockblocked. Let me just throw the scenario in the air for y'all, bro. This story might be a little longer because it's a whole lot of problems all in one, but I don't give a fuck. This was on the way back, and we didn't have our tickets, or they were checking tickets. So the train, we took the train to Chicago. The train conductor or whoever checks the tickets, comes back and is checking tickets and stuff like that. Shut the fuck up, Vinny. Fathead ass dude. Anyways, they're checking tickets, and at the time, you know, before the group became homegirl stuff, like, obviously we were trying to get with the girls. Like, come on, bro. Like, that's how the group was formed, bro. We were all just gonna be together with each other, with our own little thing in the group. But now it's just, we're all just friends. So it's like, we don't even really move like that anymore at all, actually. But at the time it was different. So I had my arm around this girl in the group, and Kirby is getting her ticket, right? And she's explaining everybody who she bought tickets for, because we had to pay Kirby's bitch ass. As she's listing off the people she bought tickets for, she goes, oh, yeah, I bought my ticket, I bought her ticket, oh, and that guy with his arm around that girl, I bought his ticket too. What the fuck? Loud as fuck, so that everybody heard it, and it sounded like, oh, she didn't want my arm around. Like, bro, weird as fuck, weird. That's scenario number one. We're gonna move on to scenario number two. So first off, we as a group, we like to go into Ty's room, because at the time, like I said in the last story, he had his own room. And so we like to go into his room and we would watch movies, because Ty had a big ass TV and his room was a single dorm, so it's like a lot of people could fit in there. So we would go in there and have movie nights, watch movies and stuff like that, chill, eat snacks, chop it up, all that stuff. And yeah, so by the way, I wanna say this as a little side note. Every time we would have a function or any type of hangout, she would always be the, like I said, the mother of the girls, and tell us whether or not another girl is gonna come or not, or whether or not another girl has to leave when she wants to leave just because she has a bedtime. And my bad, Kirby, if you're watching this, you know who you are, but like, come the fuck on, bro. You knew what you were doing. You knew what you were doing. So, yeah, bro. Um, yeah. So this was one specific movie night where, my bad if I'm being loud, but Vinny, you had me tweaking for a second. This is one specific movie night where we were watching. I don't even remember what we were watching, to be honest. But our homie, it's okay, Vinny, it's okay. I'm kidding.
Get that yam off your face, nigga. Big yam face.
Our homie Chris had ramen. He was eating ramen as his snack for the movie. Kirby has a tend to ask people for food. Let me just tell y'all, Kirby is quite literally built like Kirby. If I'm gonna keep it being, quite literally built like Kirby, has the same attributes, same stance, same build, same abilities. Everything's basically the same. Yes, yes. She can't get no cock, so she cock block. So Kirby sees that Chris has his ramen. And you want to know what Kirby does? She doesn't ask for like a full bite. Obviously, that's crazy for ramen, because why are you asking to eat some of my ramen? Ramen is something you can't ask for some of, unless you like split a plate. You know what I'm saying? Unless you have a lot of it, you know what I'm saying? And it's a little ramen cup, bro. This bitch had the nerve to ask Chris, can I get a noodle? And no, she wasn't trolling. On everything, she wasn't trolling. She was so dead ass. She said, can I get a noodle? A singular noodle. You are that fucking hungry that you ask Chris for one noodle. One. A singular noodle. Next up, that's one scenario again. We're not done. Just wait. This was another, I think, movie night, right, Ty? With your bed situation? I believe at the time, right, Ty, you were like kind of strict about your bed and shit like that, right? So at the time, Ty was talking to somebody, and so, you know what I'm saying, he was kind of strict about who he had on his bed because he wants his bed to be clean and stuff like that, da-da-da. And if he had that specific someone over, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so, this motherfucker, bro, W Ty, Thai. He's very specific about who he wants on his bed and where you sit because obviously, like I said, it's his bed. He can do what he wants. It doesn't, no explaining. So, I guess Kirby had no idea, after Ty said it multiple times to other people in the room. Mind you, there was how many people in our group last year? Total like 8? First semester it was really like 9. It was like 13. Yeah, it was there's 13 people in this room, and Ty said this to damn near everybody. Oh, don't sit on my bed because da-da-da was just over, and I don't want, like, you know what I'm saying? He kept it a bean with us because we're close. Yes, there was 13 people in our group. Now there's a smooth, like, 9, 8, I think, because a lot of people transferred, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, dropped out, shit like that. So, yeah, he said this to, like, damn near everybody. You know what Kirby big ass did? Kirby comes in, doesn't say a word, doesn't ask Ty, doesn't say shit, walks up to Ty's bed, plops her big ass right where he lays his head at night. Like, dead ass, she must have lost her fucking mind. Right where he lays his head at. And that's not all, folks. Oh, yeah. Mind you, when Ty was telling everybody, like, why he doesn't want people on her bed, this bitch Kirby said some, and still had the nerve to go sit on his shit. So if you're so grossed out, why are you doing it? Sit on the floor or something, which eventually she would get to doing, and we'll talk about it. There's another scenario where, Halloween, we were all dressed up, having a nice little time. Kirby little ass was off the juice. I can't say little, my bad. Kirby big ass was off the juice, fell asleep on Ty's floor. Mind you, when she woke up, Kirby ass was like, oh, I wanna leave, guys. We all have to leave because I wanna leave. That was how she was coming. Every time she wanted to go somewhere, all the girls had to leave. And at the time, obviously, we wanted to get on the girls, so why the fuck would we want them to leave? You could take your big ass on, you're an acquaintance. You're not even a freegal for real. Sorry, but as a motherfucker who I can say, and I feel like a lot of people can say, I low-key made the group, I never added this bitch to the group. But I don't know, man. And they would listen because obviously, like I said, girls, they're not gonna like be like, no, walk yourself. And it's a rule at our school that if you're gonna have a girl go back to their dorm, you have to walk them back. So me being a nice guy, I didn't want the girls to leave or anything, so I was like, all right, I'll walk you back and then just walk back to my dorm. Kirby tried to make conversation with me on the walk back, wasn't letting it rock. I had to give like some regular shit. I was like, all right, whatever. Once again, bro, another thing, bro. Let's see. I'll just get to like the main point. It was my old roommate at the time, Jordan. It was his birthday. And what exactly went down, Ty? So basically, at our homie Jordan, it was his birthday. We were trying to make plans for our bro. Tell me why. Tell me why we tell Kirby the plans because we were all at dinner or lunch or whatever that day, and we were like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. Da da da. We're like, all right, make sure we told her. We said, make sure you tell everybody the plans so that they know when to come, what to do, all that shit. Tell me why Kirby, her goof ass, didn't tell anybody else the plans. Showed up to our dorm room with, or tried to show up to our dorm room with like 8 dudes and one of her, and that looks fucking crazy because she's Chuz. So we told her no because that looks crazy. Why would we have you in our room? Just why would we have you in our room just for all the other girls to not be there, and we have to wait like an hour for them to get ready and shit like that. So we were like, no, like we're not gonna have that shit. Like you can go back and then come back when everybody else is ready. She took that as, oh, the plans are canceled, and we're done. She went and told everybody that the plans are canceled. The night is over. Da 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 da. No, you're not special, Vinny. I've been at one viewer for a majority of my career. Anyways, she went and told everybody the plans are canceled and the night is over. And they proceeded to get hot at us because she was lying and saying shit that we never said. So this caused a whole outbreak between the group. We all had to meet within the middle quad of our college campus so that she could bawl her eyes out about how she went through past trauma and she's been so stressed out. So Ty lectured her on why it was fucked up what she did, canceling plans on someone's birthday, right? And she tried to play the victim and said that Ty reminded her of her strict dad, and it gave her like PTSD flashbacks, and she started bawling her fucking eyes out over it. Bitch, are you serious? Anyways, dude, I don't know how long this has been. I don't know if there's anything more or less. There's definitely a lot of stuff that Kirby ass did, but I don't want to like just completely grill her shit because I don't know exact details. It's all kind of in the back of my mind because that's just how I wanted it to be. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, yeah. I'm gonna catch y'all later. This has been a great stream, a great story time. I'm sorry, I'm out of breath. Fuck.